Hey, what's up, guys? I do have a message here for you coming through from the Divine Masculine Collective, okay? They are thinking deeply about you tonight, Divine Feminine. And I'm getting this message really clear, like, you're the only one that they'll ever want, okay? Someone in the comments had talked about song synchronicities, if I could go through some of the song synchronicities. And, there is one that I was picking up on heavily, and I think it's Bryan Adams' Please Forgive Me. And the part of the song that really sticks out is when he says, if you're feeling lonely, don't. And he sings it with such passion, if you're feeling lonely, don't. You're the only one I've ever known. So listen to the song, okay? Bryan Adams, Please Forgive Me. That part of the song really, really does stand out because I feel like someone's thinking about you in that really passionate way, okay? And when you guys are apart from one another, I feel like you both are starting to feel a sense of loneliness. It's like the desire to be in each other's presence is very strong right now, especially for your divine masculine, okay? You are the only one they'll ever want. Now, not all of you, but for some of you whose masculines are still navigating karmic situations or partners in their lives, that's something else that they may be noticing that stands out. It's like you're the only one that they want. I feel like the person that they're with, they've tried to want this person in the ways that they feel for you. They've tried to make this work. I feel like many of you have gone through cycles where you've had like karmics mimicking your energy or feeling like your divine masculine might have, experienced moments with you only to go back and give your energy or feed it to these karmic situations, trying to find fulfillment there, but they can't want anyone the way that they want you. Maybe you guys don't fit into each other's lives, okay? There could be a lot of obstacles in the way and a lot of great differences between souls and the ways that you guys have been raised or, your life circumstances, yet it still remains very strong that there's a passionate connection here. Okay, someone's tried to make life work with somebody else and have this passion for another situation in the way that they do for you, but the truth is like that person doesn't fit into their life and they can't hold that passion in the same way. And I feel like someone keeps coming to the conclusion that like you are what they want and you are the only thing that they'll ever really want as passionately as anything else. You bring passion to their life. You bring excitement to everything else in their life. You're the part of their life that I feel is missing because, again, you add excitement to just whatever else they have going on, right? If your divine masculine is in touch with you, if they're in contact with you, if you guys have, this partnership brewing and going and you're in touch with one another, I do feel like, they don't have just an ordinary day at work. It's a wonderful day at work. They don't just have ordinary days. It's incredible, amazing energy that you bring to the table. But I do feel like, in the last reading I shared, a lot of you are drawing firm boundaries. Many of you are commanding more. Maybe you're wanting more, and you're not afraid to really just walk away. And that's maybe the sense of loneliness that they're feeling tonight. Okay, maybe things are shifting in the connection and they're really thinking deeply about when you're gone, they want you and only you. Okay, what feelings are developing for the divine masculines in this energy? Can we get more about the song synchronicity? Okay, so there you have it for those of you who might be dealing with divine masculines who are navigating these karmic situations. They are being called to take back control of their life, and that is because authenticity, I feel, plays a big role on the journey, a big key factor, and the masculines don't get away from it either, okay? Many of them are in this uncomfortable place of feeling like they're not living to their fullest potential, and it's showing based off of the fact that they're not even choosing to do what's right by their heart. And a lot of them know that there's this big secret that they're keeping, and this big secret is you. The fact that they're in love with you, authentically in love with you. And the fact that they can't openly express that in front of people, it's starting to weigh heavily on their heart, because I feel like many of you are starting to change the dynamic of the connection a little bit. It's coming through for you in the 3D now, Divine Feminine. Yes, of course, more than ever. But many of you are like, nah, I'm sorry, but I have to be true. Like I can't do things, like I can't have this connection with you and still have there be secrets in the room. I have to really make sure that you're coming towards me and I'm checking off all of the boxes. As fun as it might be, I still got to check off all of the boxes. So someone's pondering this tonight. Someone's thinking about you really deeply. And for the first time ever, many of you may be demanding more, commanding more. You're being a spoiled brat, as you should. Because you poured into this connection and you've certainly poured into the Empress that you are. It took many of you a long time to really perfect this type of, I feel like, goddess energy within you, feeling like you can command things and you are deserving of things that you want because you're worthy of it, okay? And you're not going to just let life pass you by without feeling like you're giving it your everything. And somebody seeing that, it may be, again, because of the boundaries that you're drawing, or maybe many of you are freeing yourselves as well of your divine masculines, maybe demands on how they want the journey to pan out. They no longer hold the power over you. I feel like there is no holding power over each other. It is now just about, again, maybe just both of you being more authentic. Maybe the more you're authentic with what it is you desire, it's pushing your masculine into this place of pondering what it is they want. Maybe what they want doesn't come as easily, right? They have to be true. They have to be honest. And part of this honesty is maybe this connection coming out in the open for many of you. What else is brewing between you two? What else is the masculine thinking about? Okay, so we have romantic feelings. And we also have trust behind it as well, along with very soon. I wanted to pick very soon because it's about clearly deciding what you want so that it comes to you. And that's part of what it is they could be just thinking about really deeply tonight, is the fact that they want you and only you. It's clear. Many of them, through the Free Yourself card, are starting to realize that they're just falling out of alignment with other situations, with other scenarios that they've been living out. Many of them too have been putting on a brave face when it comes to ignoring this connection and this pull to you. I'm hearing bluff as well. Both of you have been calling each other's bluff on the journey. But I do feel like trust is trumping with the divine feminine holding space for this connection, but at the same time mastering the art of drawing boundaries and still being able to move forward, right? The reading I did earlier is definitely going to resonate with those of you in the divine feminine energy here, but you've always had faith in this connection, and I feel like more so what you're trusting and having faith in is like yourself. Okay, you're worthy of what it is you want. And this is pulling your divine masculine towards you. And that's why many of you at times can feel like, I don't know how to walk away from this, or I don't know how to let it go, or I don't know how to forget this person. It's like, you're not really meant to forget this person. You're just meant to live in alignment with your truth. And sometimes that might include letting them go at this part of the journey, because it's just not in alignment with what you want. And you damn well know you're worthy of what it is you want. And sometimes the truth might be that you want this person all to yourself. There's no third parties involved. Or if the third parties is not a thing, you want this person to just come off and appear as more present, more grounded in themselves. You want them to trust themselves more. You want them to be more confident. You want them to be more decisive. You want them to really step into control, right? Divine masculine energy. Many of you as the divine feminines, you crave that control. A lot of your divine masculines don't realize, and it takes them time to realize, because they're like kind of societal, like there's that societal programming that exists where they really do feel like that player energy, or coming off as like wishy-washy or in and out, is gonna somehow like draw you in or make you submit, when in fact I feel like a lot of the divine feminines, what you crave is that like controlled divine masculine, really in control of their energy, and they know what it is they want and they go after it. But what many of you may have realized is, in order to command that energy from your masculines, you really got to sit down in that Empress energy and have it come to you, right? As long as you're chasing, of course, they're going to run around like a chicken with their head cut off. It's like what you embody, they embody. So if you're embodying the Empress, you damn well sure you're going to get the Emperor, okay? So, very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. I feel like that's what a lot of your divine masculines could be thinking about really heavily tonight. It's like everything is falling into alignment. They're starting to realize that it's like, wait a second, I really need to admit to myself what it is I want here. Because clearly, this divine feminine energy, like, you're hard to, like, slow down, or you're hard to, like they want to make you stay put until they decide. But I feel like you guys are just not that easy to pin down or hold down. And that's also at the same time what's very exciting about this dynamic between you two. Okay, they want you and only you. They can't help but feel this romantic pull and exhilaration and this thrill when it comes to this relationship with you, this connection with you. It is fueled with romantic feelings. You know how they move. When I move, you move. Just like that. When I move, you move. Just like that. That's what I'm getting. It's like you know how to move with them. You know how to trigger them. You know what to say. You know how to push their buttons. You know how to get on their nerves. You know how to turn them on. You know how to make them angry and turn them on at the same time. Okay, that's what you bring to the table, Divine Feminine, and they're never going to stop wanting that, or they're never going to stop wanting that energy, because the thing that I'm seeing is like this beautiful earth angel. You know how to play with this demon, okay, and you know how to twist their arm, and they enjoy it and they like it, and that's just the whole point of yin and yang connecting in this beautiful harmonious space. They love meeting in the middle with you. They love meeting in the middle with you. That's what these romantic feelings are all about between you two. And I feel like they're starting to trust this whole twin flame thing, this whole pull to you, it's all mixed in with like lust and desire and romance, and at the same time with the divine feminine's energy, it is like trust and having faith in something good, and remembering that there's something bigger than us, which is why we're experiencing this in the first place. You're that constant reminder that something bigger is existing between you two. Oh, I'm going to get an erotic oracle on that note. This is a nice juicy reading. Okay, what do we have? Of course, romanticism. So you guys have the energy of romantic feelings and romanticism coming out twice, okay? So there's a lot of significance here of like the ocean in the background. I do feel like I see a bit of like, the city here. It's like a form of escapism. You're all each other will ever want, because that's just the energy that you two hold. You're that key to one another's hearts. You're that match. The sexual chemistry, the passion, the romance, the fairy tale. Yes, it's all real. It's all real when you two connect. And that's why it doesn't exist with anybody else. That's why it's called the Twin Flame Journey, right? We should replace it with the fairy tale romance. Really get on people's nerves. But that's just what it is. It's that fairy tale romance, and you two have it with each other. That's why you guys get so much slack and hate and so many obstacles in your way. It's like, it's all in front of you for you guys to see. Hidden in plain sight. So, sorry about that, guys. Did I put that on silent? Yeah, so it's all hidden in plain sight for you guys to see. I mean, this is going to continue to heat up between you two. Okay, this masculine pacing back and forth, thinking about you tonight, that feeling is just going to continue to deepen. Okay, and another message too I'm getting with like these cards paired together is like, you guys are just beginning. Okay, a lot of this romance, a lot of this pacing back and forth, a lot of this feeling of just wanting each other and only each other, wanting to free yourself so that you could run towards one another. That feeling is not going to slow down. It's not going to stop. Speaking from experience, the divine feminines do have a little bit more control over that, because you do have keys to creativity. That's why many of you, you're pretty good at maintaining temperance or balance on the journey, and it drives your masculine insane. They don't know how you do it. They don't know how you're able to control that sexual pull, but it's because many of you have been guided to use it to create. Right? Paint, dance, photography. That's why a lot of you get into those entry-level types of creativity, because it's meant to tap into your gifts. And like a lot of you are like, oh, I don't know why I want to try photography, and it's because the universe is pushing you out in nature so that the spirits can speak to you, so that way you can realize, oh shit, I'm intuitive as hell, bro. Like, I just stared at that river for 20 minutes and you should have seen the downloads I got. And then get home and realize you forgot to get a shot of the river. You know, shit like that. So they're having a hard time, like, you know, just controlling, I just feel like the wave or the tsunami of emotions that are overcoming them right now. Okay, it's a hard realization to have. It's a hard hit to the heart. A shot through the heart, and you're to blame. You give love a bad name, Divine Feminine, because you're torturing their heart. They want you and only you. What do? Shit's about to get real. Somebody's about to take a risk. Somebody wants to get risky. Somebody wants to spend time with you. Somebody wants to show up and knock at your door at a time where they might not be supposed to be doing them things, you know? I'm not supposed to be doing this. Wait a second, what am I thinking? That's what this Free Yourself card is all about. You have somebody literally wanting to like change the course of things for you. Shit, I'm not supposed to be thinking this. What am I doing? You know, like what the fuck am I thinking? Whoa, I'm gonna get myself into trouble here. You got somebody in hot water, but that's just this twin flame pull. The faster you guys realize that this journey is real, the whole fairy tale thing is real. That's why you guys have so much hate. That's why your friends hate on your asses, right? That's why people have laughed at your journeys. That's why many of the Divine Feminines have been pushed into certain roles that show you that the more faith you have in this journey, the more abundance and blessings you receive. So you've been showing people's asses that this journey is in fact very, very real. That's what's got your masculines pacing back and forth. That's what's making them, you know, want to pour into this connection now, because you wasn't playing around, Divine Feminine. Check out that reading as well, guys. They know you're not about to play any games whatsoever. Check it out. These titles be hitting home. All right, I'm going to cap it off there, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed the message. If you guys would like to dig into a personal session with me, if you guys would like clarity on your journey, check me out on Wizio and Hipsy.com. You will find the links in my bio. And if you guys would like to check out the membership section, I do have a library there full of 18 plus readings. I've got a sample section, and if you guys like what you see, don't be afraid to join the extended memberships, okay? Yeah, this was a juicy one, guys. Again, like I said, if you guys want to do a personal session with me or just chit chat about where it is you are and gain some clarity, don't be afraid to reach out. I am here for you. I will catch you guys in the next reading, okay? Take it easy, guys. Bye.